Good morning dear students. Today we are going to learn about gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis, the term indicates glucose synthesis. In this process, glucose synthesis takes place. Okay, whereas in glycolysis process, lysis takes place. Glucose will be broken down in glycolysis process. Here glucogenesis, the process indicates the synthesis of glucose. This glucose was synthesized from non-carbohydrate compound. This glucose was synthesized from non-carbohydrate compound like lactate, pyruvate, glucosenic amino acids, propionate and glycerol. Glucosenic amino acids like alanine. This cycle is also called as alanine cycle. Why? Because it is also synthesized from amino acid called alanine. The glucose was synthesized from these non-carbohydrate compounds. Okay, why this glucose was synthesized in the body? Because there is a huge demand for glucose in the body. So for fulfillment of that demands, this gluconeogenesis process takes place in each and every cell, mostly in liver. This occurs in the cytosol of this cell. This gluconeogenesis occurs in the cytoplasm of this cell. Mostly this takes place in the liver. About 1 kg of glucose per day will be synthesized through gluconeogenesis in liver. So what is the importance of this gluconeogenesis? Here there is a need for continuous supply of this glucose to the body for various functions. So this gluconeogenesis provides glucose to the body for various functions. For example, human brain requires 120 grams of glucose per day and our entire body requires 160 grams glucose per day. So this was fulfilled with the help of the gluconeogenesis. And again, skeletal muscles also requires energy. So this energy is supplied with the help of synthesis of glucose by gluconeogenesis. This glucose can be providing energy under anaerobic conditions. Only glucose has the capacity to produce energy during anaerobic conditions. And it also helps to clear certain metabolites in blood. Metabolites like lactate, pyruvate, propionate, glycerol and some certain amino acids will be cleared by performing this gluconeogenesis and forms glucose finally. So these certain metabolites will be cleared out in the blood with the help of this gluconeogenesis. And this gluconeogenesis is also helpful. This also helps in the survival of the person during fasting time. If the person fasts for more than 1 day, this gluconeogenesis will be helpful in producing the glucose to meet the glucose demands in the body. Coming to the reactions of the gluconeogenesis. The reactions of this gluconeogenesis is similar to that of glycolysis but in reverse order. It is similar to that of glycolysis but in reverse order. How it is seen? The reactions in the glycolysis occurs in 10 steps. Yes or no? Glucose will be converted to pyruvate in 10 steps. Here the pyruvate will be converted to glucose in 10 steps. There are same steps. You have seen the glycolysis process in the previous classes. I discussed about glycolysis process. In the glycolysis process there is a reversible reactions. So all the reversible reactions in the glycolysis process will be seen in this gluconeogenesis. The irreversible reactions in the glycolysis process is replaced by some other reactions here. If we see in glycolysis, the first, third and 10th steps of glycolysis are irreversible. So these steps are replaced by these 3 steps. Okay, so the first step is replaced by this one, the third step is replaced by this one and the 10th step is replaced by this one. So we will see the reactions of gluconeogenesis. So these are the steps involved in the gluconeogenesis. Here if you observe carefully, this is also showing the glycolysis process. Here glucose is converted to glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. This was forming two products, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and hydroxyacetone phosphate, and these two will be forming glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate to form 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, 3-phosphoglycerate, 2-phosphoglycerate, finally phosphoenol pyruvate and pyruvate. These are the steps we see in glycolysis. So I told you that first step, third step and 10th step differs from the glycolysis process. Here gluconeogenesis starts from phosphoenol pyruvate. Gluconeogenesis starts from pyruvate. Okay, pyruvate first converts to oxaloacetate. This oxaloacetate will be converted to pyruvate. Here you can see pyruvate converts to oxaloacetate. Oxaloacetate is forming phosphoenol pyruvate. This is the first step in gluconeogenesis. This pyruvate conversion to oxaloacetate is carried out by the enzyme decarboxylase. Decarboxylase is the enzyme which converts pyruvate to oxaloacetate. This oxaloacetate is converted to phosphoenol pyruvate by the enzyme kinase. Kinase is the enzyme which converts oxaloacetate to phosphoenol pyruvate. So this replaces the 10th step in glycolysis. Okay, so this was the first step in gluconeogenesis. After the formation of phosphoenol pyruvate will be forming 2-phosphoglycerate, 3-phosphoglycerate, 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, then glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Till here the same reactions takes place in the gluconeogenesis. So this was the first step, this was the second step, third step, fourth step, fifth step and sixth step. In the sixth step there is a formation of fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. This fructose 1,6-bisphosphate cannot form fructose 6-phosphate with the help of phosphofructokinase. This fructose bisphosphate is not a reversible reaction. It cannot form fructose 6-phosphate with the help of this enzyme. It takes the help of fructose 1,6-bisphosphate to convert it into fructose 6-phosphate. Fructose 1,6-bisphosphate will be converted to fructose 6-phosphate with the help of the enzyme fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. So this fructose 1,6-bisphosphate converts fructose 1,6-bisphosphate to fructose 6-phosphate. So the formed fructose 6-phosphate will be forming glucose 6-phosphate. It will be forming glucose 6-phosphate. This glucose 6-phosphate takes the help of glucose 6-phosphatase to convert to glucose. Okay, finally the glucose will be formed. Finally the glucose will be formed from pyruvate in gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is a process where glucose was synthesized from the pyruvate, but this shows almost 7 similar reactions to that of glycolysis. Only 3 reactions will differ from the glycolysis process. So here you can see this is the first one, we see this is the second one and this was the third one. So 3 reactions differs from glycolysis. This is exactly similar to that of glycolysis in the remaining reactions, but in reverse order.